Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a pick a card reading on when you have been broken by people you deeply trust and they left you to die. So this has happened to me. I've definitely been broken by people who I trusted and they left me to die. Has this happened to you? If it has, go ahead and pick a number. We're just gonna open this up and see what the spirits have to say. The first card I pulled for everyone is this. And I feel like this is such a clear picture of kind of the situation. And so we're just gonna open this up and see what messages come through. So I want you to go ahead and pick a number 1 or number 2. Let's get started. If you choose number 1, I'm gonna pull your cards now. So you've been broken, you feel like you've been left to die. I mean, wow, the first card that's coming up is definitely a confirmation of that. It's talking about being backstabbed. And this is what happens when you find someone you feel like you can trust, and then that person basically turns around and maybe they like revealed information about you that you wanted them to keep secret. Maybe this person, you wanted them to help you, feel comfortable and safe in the friendship, but then they ended up doing the worst thing. I mean, I'm getting images, some awful images. I mean, this is like the best friend that sleeps with your boyfriend kind of vibe, or the, family member that, hurts you or abuses you or something like that. And it could be worse. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of different scenarios fly through my head right now from those of you guys who are tapping into this. And I see this as a big challenge because as an empath, you naturally understand where people are coming from, and you naturally want to forgive, and you naturally you understand the motives and the whys and wherefores of like why people do what they do. And so when you see this situation, it's hard for you to let this person go or these people go because it's forgiveness is easy for you. And I'm seeing this message that sometimes forgiveness is more about yourself. Forgiveness is more about not allowing the anger and the pain and the resentment to affect you on a daily basis. Now, if this just happened, obviously, don't push yourself to forgive right away. Forgiveness is personal. This is your own process. Don't push yourself to make excuses for the people to just get over it. Take your time to really explore why this hurt you, and spend some time writing about it. Be creative. I love to paint my emotions. It's very important when you go through things like this to express it, to talk to others, but sometimes you're in a situation where you try to talk to others about it, but maybe others don't understand the experience you've had with this person or with these people, because maybe they've had a different experience. Maybe you've seen a different side of this person who hurt you and left you to die than other people have. So you might be very on your own. There's this message for you to let this person go or let these people go. You just need to let them float on, basically. And you are the kind of person that would, forgive anything. But there's a huge reminder that forgiveness is more about you. Just because you forgive someone doesn't mean you have to hang out with them again or surround yourself or allow yourself to be hurt again. So there is a big message about you, yes, this is the right path for you to let this person go, to not allow this person to hurt you anymore, or these people to hurt you anymore. And I actually see your situation turning around. Look, I pulled this card, but now it's reversed. So it's like your situation's gonna get better. You definitely feel broken, left to die, like you have nothing. But sometimes rock bottom is a good place to start. I lost a lot of friends and people from my community personally, and it was hard being alone. And funny enough, it's like why I started Rainbow Harmony, because I felt so alone. I just wanted to connect with people that were more on my vibe and people that wouldn't backstab me. And it's been great. So they're saying, you will find a community eventually of people that will be able to support you. A lot of it has to do with developing healthy boundaries. So I would suggest Googling and YouTubing how to have healthy boundaries so that you learn how to not let this kind of toxic personality back into your life. Because I do feel like this was a toxic relationship. So let me pull some final messages for you on what to do. Aw, they're saying to find your peace now. Sometimes certain people come into your life and it's just like a tornado and you're just like, what happened? And then when they're gone, like things kind of return back to where they were, and you start to realize that wasn't me, that wasn't my energy, that wasn't my drama, that was theirs. So pay attention. Realize that you did have a role to play in this relationship. Codependency is coming up, and codependent habits make it hard sometimes to like distance yourself from people, and it can cause you to like get your emotions tangled up too much to the point to where you're not able to recognize what your emotions are and what your true feelings are. So it's like finding peace and space and balance to determine like how you feel, like what you want, what were really your thoughts and opinions and what were theirs. We're getting the entanglements card, so that kind of mentions what I was just talking about, when you can get so entangled up in someone's drama that you kind of forget like what your own life is about, and you forget to focus on yourself. So I'm getting this message for you that like it was hard because you were really vulnerable with this person, and now you feel like they're just out there with all your secrets and everything, and you're just over there like, oh crap, like now this person knows everything, and what are they gonna do? But you remember that what people say about you is a reflection of their character, not yours. You know, if you just focus on yourself and kind of keep it to yourself. I mean, obviously express to a close friend or maybe in a trusted family member, or even just your journal or therapist what happened with this person and these people. And but I see you needing not to spread rumors or talk too much crap about this person or these people, to try to just focus on yourself, because that person or those people will continue to talk about you. They'll continue to start drama, and eventually people will start to understand like the true character of that person. So you know, I'm seeing it's safe for you to be vulnerable, but definitely you've got some boundary work to do, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a boundary video really soon. So I see grief. They're saying allow yourself to go through the grieving process. It's almost like a death, you know, when you lose a person like this. And so it's okay, you know, saying that you feel like you're left to die, you know, it does paint this picture of grief, of just not really being able to focus on anything else other than the hurt and the pain. And it's a very important part of the process and of the journey to go there and to experience that. But they're saying, you know, allow the natural grieving process and your tears to heal you. And you really need a way to express yourself. You can't keep this inside. So, you know, make a journal, or paint something, or make some art, write a song. I love writing poetry. A lot of my songs and poetry are about the people that have hurt me and left me to die. So, you know, it helps. It helps just to kind of get it out, you know? So they're saying to hold on to your truth. It's time for you to reconnect with your truth. These people were really pushed a lot onto you and you were very impressionable, but they're saying it's time for you to connect to your truth, and that this experience is going to open your heart and help you find the truth. So I hope that that message helps you. And we're going to go over to part 2 now. So if you choose number 2, let's go ahead and get started. So basically, this is a reading for when you've been broken by people you deeply trust and they left you to die. So if that's happened to you, we're going to get a message. I suggest you listening to number 1 too. I feel like both of these messages are going to help whoever watches it. But I wanted to create a pick a card as an option just in case you wanted something more specific. So I'm getting the message, yes. Somehow this has to do with manifestations coming through, which is weird because I had a friend like significantly screw me over, and it was insane like what this person did to me, but it was so funny because ultimately that person screwing me over led me on the path. I'm not giving them the credit, but like it kind of pushed me onto another area in my path and moved me to a different direction, to basically now where I'm like a model and I'm like traveling the world and I'm like doing things I love, because that experience like pissed me off so much and like pushed me to open my heart. And I actually had to like make changes in my life because of what this person did. And it actually caused me to end up getting what I want. So sometimes bizarre stuff comes into your life, contrast happens. That's what this is. I call it contrast. To help you kind of figure things out and push you in a new direction. So you might not understand how this happened or why, but I actually see it being a blessing in disguise for you. Like a huge manifestation is waiting for you on the other side of all this crap. So it's interesting how it all works out. I would never go and thank the person that did that to me, but I'm glad that like it kind of shifted my path, and you know, it's all about the choices you make through this. So see if like you can take this as a learning experience and try to learn more from it. I'm seeing moving. Like you might need to move somewhere else, away from this community or from this person or from these people that hurt you. Get away from it is the message. Yeah, I mean, this is all about taking a new path. So for you specifically, who chose number 2, you might need to actually go somewhere else to get away from this. I feel like whoever this person was, they cut you off from your circle of friends, caused some drama or something, and like you just need to go somewhere new to start over. It could even just be like to another group of friends or to a different job if this is happening in your workplace, or even move somewhere. Remember, wherever you move, your problems follow you. You might end up attracting the same kind of relationship into your life. So it's all about being perceptive, not feeling like the universe is out to get you or anything, just kind of learning the lessons and realizing that you have an opportunity to grow from this and to learn how to not attract people like this into your life. Once again, it's not your fault. People like this sometimes just come in your life, but you know, recognizing that you participated in the dynamic is very important. To recognize your own inner darkness, to realize the reason these people hurt you so much is because they're reflecting back to you your own inner darkness. So realize the crappy things about these people or this person that hurt you. Take notes and like realize, like, I see you as a very kind, empathetic person. You couldn't be like this person if you tried, but basically take notes and realize that there's certain behaviors you don't want to put up with. There's certain aspects of yourself you might also need to work on and heal. For instance, I had a friend that like gossiped so much, and I participated in that with this friend, and it started to really bother me. It caused a lot of drama in the relationship, and over time I started to realize how I was reacting to that, how I was contributing to it, how, you know, after I got out of that relationship, I had to learn how to stop gossiping, because that's an addiction. We're going to talk about that later. Gossip can be an addiction. So learning how to like see the aspects of that person like mirrored back to you, to realize, like, to learn like from their failures and mistakes and their awfulness, to like cleanse your soul and make yourself like a little bit better, you know? So yeah, that friendship helped me learn more about like the uglier aspects of gossip and drama and how I was contributing to it, and how to like stop and not want to be like that. But I see things getting better for you. I see you just relaxing, and you know, you've left a difficult time behind. You're getting strength after this. They just want you to rest and like enjoy your life after this. You're not being left to die. You're being left to be reborn. Remember, you guys, that on the other side of death and loss is rebirth and transformation. And the biggest transformations in my life have happened at the end of, you know, relationships, tumultuous relationships. So I see this working out for everybody. And oh, there's a bunch of cards that dropped on the floor. Eventually I see a new partnership for you. Maybe this situation involved a breakup, because I did get this reversed. But I see a message for you to get out there and to make friends, to open yourself up to friends again, to realize not everybody's like this. There are some people out there who have personality disorders, you guys. You know, recognize the signs of sociopaths and psychopaths and narcissists and people who are borderline. You know, those people do need love, and you know, send them love and light, but stay far away from them, because they're only going to hurt you. So maybe some research on personality disorders and how to have healthy boundaries, learning how to recognize the signs and the patterns so that you don't continue to enter into these dynamics over and over again. Being creative, learning how to spend time on your own, because a lot of times codependency leads us to make friendships with very codependent, personality disordered people. And so if you can stand on your own, be creative, have fun, enjoy yourself on your own, it's easier to just like, you know, have friends and more casual acquaintances, and of course kindred spirits, but not feeling like you make friends with these people who just F you over, you know? And they're telling you to use your intuition. You gotta trust your gut. You know, your first impression of someone is usually right. Trust your gut when you meet someone and they're telling you to pull yourself out of the emotional waters. This is very painful for you, but you're gonna start learning more how to protect yourself and how to just not let this stuff take you down. So I hope that this helps you, and you know, it's okay to be left to die. Remember that death and loss, you know, usher in rebirth and transformation. So please don't think of this as like a death or as just this ending to your life. It's only the beginning of something beautiful where you're going to be surrounded by a lot more supportive people. So I hope this message resonates with you. I'm sending you guys so much love and light. Peace out.